Andrew, thanks for being on with us this morning.
Morning.
So as we do talk about inflation, as we do talk about higher commodity and material prices, higher fuel prices, higher labor prices, just higher prices, how is that impacting the landscaping business and Brightview specifically?
Yeah, no question. Every single day we go into the field with over 11,000 vehicles. And so those today being powered by fuel unquestionably impact us as we go out and service the customers across the country.
So where are you seeing the largest pain points when it comes to, I guess, this inflation discussion?
Yeah, it certainly fuel is one of the higher commodities that impacts us. And as we fill up the tank, that's going to affect us and continue to affect us throughout the summer as we ramp up. Unquestionably, on top of fuel, other petroleum-based products such as mulch, especially here in the spring season as we go out, that also has an impact. And our development group, things like PVC pipe or different types of materials as we landscape and develop landscapes across the country. Unquestionably, in addition to fuel, there's the labor inflation that across the country that we're absolutely not immune to. And as we ramp into the busy season here in April and May, that's going to continue to be something which layers into our company.
Andrew, obviously your clients are big companies, I think mostly larger companies. Have you seen any resistance in terms of price increases or any change in their approach to spending in this area?
Yeah, one of the things I have to say is that across the board, our customers that we talk with absolutely have an ability to work with us. They're listening. I mean, they're not immune to the same types of pressures we are. And so as those pressures come in and really layer into the company, the discussions are positive. Now, any price increase out there, obviously, is something which involves a discussion, involves an engagement that we have with our customers. So it's something which is something which we need to negotiate. There's no question about that.
Andrew, how much, I'm just curious, between labor costs, between fuel costs rising, between fertilizer costs potentially going up sharply, how much are your costs overall going up, or do you anticipate they'll be up on a percentage basis, sort of 22 over 21?
Yeah, I think if you look at the inflation rates, we're in line with kind of what you're seeing across the board. But you have to also remember that costs aren't, the cost input factors we have are offset by some of those price increases. And like I said, we're able to work with our customers to be able to basically balance that out, whether it's 5% wage inflation or whether it's 7% wage inflation. We're experiencing about a 7% wage inflation across the board. And so we're offsetting that with the price increases that come in to balance out the whole company.
Just to dig a little deeper into what Mike was asking you, Andrew, I've got to think that landscaping on a commercial level in some ways is a future gauge on aspects of the U.S. economy. So what is your outlook then from a business confidence standpoint in terms of coming into that busy season and what those types of orders look like?
Yeah, that's a great question because the reality is landscaping is a fairly resilient business when it comes to our maintenance because it's a growing and living asset. You need to take care of your business. You need to take care of your facilities. And landscaping really is the entrance to facilities across the country. And that's whether it's hotels, whether it's corporate headquarters, universities, the kinds of things that we deal with every single day. What we're seeing is kind of a steady, constant demand across the board, especially as we get into, again, this March, April, May time period. That's when you really see growth coming back into the spring season. And really across the board, I think customers are really looking forward, especially for people to come back after the pandemic, come out and use the hotels, engaging with the people outside. It's something where people are moving more and more to across the board is that engagement with people outside. And that's what we do. We maintain outsides.